wearing something like a pink hijab, right? We ain't talking about nothing about wear the pink hijab at home. But if it is barakallah fikum is something that will stick from a million miles, then this is something that barakallah fikum, that the dress code of the woman is not to be there. And number 4 is that she has to wear something that is long enough to drag. At least a handspan. Long at least to drag a handspan. Unlike the men. The men is not to be dragging by anything after below the ankles. Anything below the ankles. There's nothing to be upon below the ankles. And let us not be trying to be borderline neither. Be safe. Pull it above your ankles. Not below. Alhamdulillah, the issue of rolling it is not safe neither. And you find some people when they bring something new to the religion, which is you will find them folding their pants before they establish the salah. And after they finish the salah, they will unfold it. Akhi, anything that you connected to the salah all the time, you making it as part of the salah. Because know that there is 3 things. You got what is called mukhalaf as-sunnah. You got that which is in opposition of the sunnah, but it is not an innovation. And you have something that is a bid'ah innovation. Right? And you have those that are called al-wasail al-mursala. Meaning those new things that are there to aid you, not in the ibadah, but just to aid you. For instance, this thing right here, or this thing right here. This is to aid us to, mashallah, record if there is a possible mistake. That, alhamdulillah, the brother say, akhi, you said this. Oh, okay, let's, alhamdulillah, go and revise, look back what I say, and we rectify it. For those on the back to be able to hear, or those who are far distant, they can hear. This got nothing to do with, we are not seeking taqarrub ilallah with this. We can do without this. So, but if a person, barakah, all the time he will roll his pants before he say the takbir, he is making it as if it is the salah. It is part of the salah. Or he raises his hands all the time before the salawat. He's making it as if it is part of the salah. Before you establish the salah, you got to raise your hands and you got to say your intention. Right? So, but if one does it one time, mathalan, we would not say this is a bid'ah, but rather we would say this is mukhalafa lis-sunnah. This is in opposition of the sunnah. We ain't going to say for that person doing it one time that this is an innovation. Because ma dawama ala hadha al-fi'l. He is not ongoingly doing this action. He is not being continuous and persistent upon that action. If he would have been persistent upon that action, now it would be an act of innovation. So in general, barakallah, as far as the clothing of the woman, that the man is to be observative of how the woman is dressed before even allowing her to leave the house. And if now you know that where they be going is a place of free mixing, or it is a place of barakallah fikum, it is not permissible for the Muslim woman to be, then alhamdulillah, it is not for you to be granting her the authorization. Because if you indeed grant her the authorization, you are as what? Guilty as her. Right, that's part of it too. Like he talked about those things that could be mukhalafa or could be innovation. Yani shaking the hands after the salah, right? Where people will, after they say assalamu alaikum, some of them they will flip their hands up like this, right? And after they will greet the one to the right, the one to the left, the one to the front, the one to the back. But all of this, barakallah, is not the sunnah. And alhamdulillah, sometimes you have an individual that come, he doesn't know. And nobody ever told him. If he want to shake your hands, now you got 2 options. You got 2 options. Number 1, hold his hand and clarify to him, akhi, maybe you don't know, but shaking of the hands after the salah is not permissible. And I'm not shaking your hand because of that, but I'm holding your hand so I can really tell you. So I can clarify to you that this is not from the sunnah to shake hand after the salah. Perhaps you don't know. And many people don't know. Believe me, many people that do it don't know. On the other option, if the individual shake your hands after the salah, you ignore that. Alhamdulillah, there is many ways you can ignore it. Many ways you can ignore it. Actually, alhamdulillah, you're making your dhikr. Actually, you don't see it. But alhamdulillah, it is your responsibility once you know that you convey it. As the hadith that the kids was learning, we find it yesterday, Jazakumullahu khairan, from the authority, on the authority of Abdullah ibn Amr ibn al-As, radiyallahu anhu wa arda. Eesh al-hadith? That convey from me, even it is a verse. Rawahu Bukhari wa Muslim. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Verse 18.